Today I am going to talk to you about a very common motif in shamanic cultures, and that is the world tree. The motif of the world tree, you can find that from pretty much all continents. You can find it from European myths, from Native American myths, from South American myths, to Africa and to Asia, to Hinduism. It's a very, very common idea and a concept. From many Finno-Ugric and then from Samoyedi myths, you can find the world tree, and it connects the land of the living to the land of the dead and to the highest spirits. There is a Samoyedi legend that the Mother Earth gave the shaman drum for the shamans for that only purpose that shaman could travel inside the trunk of the world tree between the different worlds. World tree, it is also a symbol in Tengrism, and Tengrism, it is a shamanic practice from Central Asia, so it can be found from Turkic people and Mongols. In Korean mythology, world tree is connected to the crown of Silla. These crowns, they are beautiful handmade crowns that were made sometimes between 5th and the 7th centuries, and they have these different symbols in them. So there are these shapes of deer antlers, and they are believed to represent Korean shamanism, where deer is one of the totem animals, and when there is the world tree, that is believed to be a connection of ancient Siberia and Eurasia and Korea. In Finnish mythology, we also have maailmanpuu, the world tree, and in Finnish folklore it's usually described to be a giant pine tree, and the top of it is connected to the northern star. So it is an invisible pole, and it holds the three worlds together. Like in many Uralic myths, ancient Finns believed that the world was made of 3 levels. There was Ylinen, the upper world, where all the highest spirits lived. The Keskinen, the middle world, where humans lived with animals and the little spirits. Then there was the underworld, place of the dead. So the shaman, he would travel inside this invisible tree between these levels. And it wasn't necessarily seen as a physical tree. It was more a spiritual idea. Then in Scandinavian mythology there's Yggdrasil, which is an ash tree. And the first mentions of it comes from Edda poems, of course. There are 3 wells in the roots of Yggdrasil. There's Hirkemir, the trembling cauldron. There is Urbarbrum, the well of fate. There is Mimirsbrun, Mimir's well. In the top there lives Verhölnir, the falcon who sees everything. Then in the bottom there lives the dragon Nidhögr. And Ratarosk, the squirrel, is the messenger between the two. We can also find world tree from Mesoamerican cultures. We can find these myths from Mayans, from Zapan, from Olmec cultures, from Aztec and Mixtec cultures as well. For the Mayans, the world tree was a Chaypa tree, and it was called Yax Imix Chay, and it means the blue-green tree of abundance. It was believed that the tree, because it branched into all 4 directions, east, west, south and north, it is also connected to elements, and each element was connected to one direction. In the Mayan architecture, the trees, they were planted next to the ceremonial places to each of the 4 directions. They are connected to the vertical and horizontal dimensions, and it is based on the idea the way human body perceives the surrounding world. It's really interesting. In many Native American cultures, the world tree was a spruce tree. So you can see here that in each culture, the world tree was a tree that was common in the environment. In Latvia, the world tree was known as Austraskoks. It means the tree of dawn. And there were cuckoos sitting in this tree, and they were cuckooing. And the amount of cuckoos, that would determine people's fate. In Lithuania, world tree was also a very common symbol, and it was used as in embroideries, and it was used to decorate plates and household furnitures and doors and such. In Ireland there were tribal trees, and they were called as spílei, and these trees, they were cut down by the enemies during the tribal wars. You can find word tree from South Asian religions, from Hinduism. There is Kalpavirksh, which means the wish-fulfilling tree. Then there is also African connection with Yoruba. In Yoruba faith, the first tree that was ever planted connected Orishas to the human world. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you very soon. Moi moi! Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you are interested to learn more about animal myths and stories from the north, I have a course called People of the Bear, which is all about the bear worship in ancient Finland and different parts of the world. There are stories about bear as a celestial being and the way the bear was honored as a sacred ancestor. If you're interested, head over to my website fairychamber.com. Link is also in the description. Have a great day and make good choices. Bye!